What's up, guys? Winner Kills here. Welcome back to another post-commentary duel video. We've got some Invoked versus True Draco Demise. Yeah, I think it's been like the first time that I've had True Draco Demise on the channel. I could be wrong. If I'm forgetting it, I'm forgetting it, I guess, but this is against Invoked. So it's been a quick minute since we've seen Invoked, maybe not. I don't know, I can't remember anything today, apparently. And he's going to summon Majesty Maiden by tributing, I think that was Heritage there. We'll get Chaliced. I'm not sure what Majesty's Maiden actual effect is. I know that one searches spells, though, in some way, shape, or form. And there is double hand traps. A Dragonic bird and a Ghost Ash, really stopping his play, and it'll hit the Alistair, who was set probably on purpose, obviously, so he could, you know, search right then and there once it's flipped up, sort of like Blue Boy, you know, in spell books. We'll set to back row and pass. Not going to activate Diagram right now if he's under Dragonic bird. And I think, you know, since the Meltdown is on the field, I think there might have been some sort of difference involving whether or not he would have been able to activate Imperial Order there, because Meltdown states that cards cannot be activated in response. And something that would like negate a fusion summon or something like that. I think, because like it's always confusing for me to understand how Meltdown works. But instead he just ends up MSTing the Meltdown and saving the Imperial Order. Because like Meltdown has attacks where it's like, if it would stop, you know, if a fusion monster be summoned this way, whether that's being summoned by invocation or it's the actual fusion monster hitting the board after invocation resolved, I don't know. It's very confusing for me, at least. Goes to activate his Dragonic Diagram. We met with a Ghost Ash, and then cards of Demise will happen. We'll get to draw. I think he only drew one there, discarding, I forget what that one's name is. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Mariume or something? That one, I think builds that are really only playing that is mainly because it helps to get like a double search when paired with Diagram, and you pop that with Diagram and you get like a double search or something like that. You search like a Masterpiece and some other True Draco card. Here's going to reveal Skill Drain. Disciples and Masterpiece. He's going to take Masterpiece. If he's got some set back row right now, spell and a trap, can go for it, but that Raging's going to be a big problem. He's got a Torrential Tribute, because Raging will be able to easily take care of the Masterpiece, no problem. He's going to grab, I think that's Return of the True King or Revival of the True King. That one, I think, revives a True King monster from the graveyard. And there's Stormforth. That's okay. So that's how he's going to get rid of the Raging. And in response to the Stormforth, he's going to, looks like, chain Raging to book his Alistair, so if he does end up attacking into it, he could get a flip up on it and search, but it will get destroyed by the trap card that he ended up tributing, and there's the Imperial Order that I guess he wanted to save for later on. Banishing that trap card to hit a set warning. Not that warning is really going to do anything too much now that Masterpiece is already on the field. Swinging in for an extra like 300 attack due to Diagram. Masterpiece unaffected by monsters and traps. So it's a good thing he did end up saving that Imperial Order to stop the slumber. But nothing a Gamma Seal can't fix, because Imperial Order stops spells that are on the field. And I don't think Diagram would have given the extra attack. Never mind. Because the Imperial Order would negate it. I do apologize for my lackluster commentary today. Just been a little off, a little tired, I guess. But should be able to make it through okay. So right there, he's able to tribute off the Imperial Order for the Dynamite Knuckle. Very strong play. To be able to tribute away some of those cards that can hinder you for some of your other monsters. Like if you have a skill drain face up, you can tribute that away for you know, a Majesty Maiden or a Dynamite Knuckle. Use it as fodder for a Masterpiece. Same thing with, like, there we saw Imperial Order. Very versatile with some of those cards that can hurt it, but they can often get rid of them pretty easily. In a deck like that, Order can hurt, but like I said, something you can get rid of very easily. Dark Hole clearing the Ragin, setting some back row. No real way to get to Diagram. Looks like he's setting a Ghost Ogre and gonna pass. Maybe just that 1800 defense will help him out a little bit. You can only use one Ghost Ogre a turn. So maybe it's fine that he gets rid of one. I don't know. I don't think Invoked is in a position to OTK that much, especially when Ragin and Mechaba are the common plays. The Crystal Wing play was not able to get off this turn, as he did not open the correct one. Ragin, though, will probably help out in this situation to kind of control the game state a little bit. For the time being, drawing into a Torrential Tribute, not going to help him too much. He's going to pass back. I think at this point it just becomes a consistency issue for the deck. You know, you play Desires, you play Demise, Field Spells, you play your Terraformings, and oftentimes it's just a matter of whether or not you see a good hand. And that's not only the case in this deck, but the case of a lot of decks in this game. My friend there on the left, who's been playing Invoke for, I think, since it came out, he plays a very hand trap heavy build, which is one of the reasons he was able to, like, sort of stay in the game there, as we saw in game 1. I think he mains like double Ghost Ash, triple Dragonic, triple Ghost Ogre, and a Maxi. I think something along the lines of that. There's the Dragonic Bird on the activation of the Terraforming. Perfect timing to do it because it will not allow a Diagram play to get off this turn. Which would have been pretty brutal, since he does have that Mariame in hand and the Diagram to net him 2 searches. There's Alistair. We know he has the set Torrential. Whether or not he wants to use it now is a different story. I don't think he can go... Actually, no, he can go into Mechaba if he wants, but he's going to go into Stardust Dragon. And Stardust Dragon, we met with the Torrential, and he'll negate the Torrential with Stardust. Pretty interesting. Haven't seen Stardust come out, you know, normally in a quick minute. Usually people have been bringing off Starlight Road recently. And there is Mechaba. And that's going to seal the deal. Bringing out... I thought maybe go Invocation right into Mechaba. But the Stardust Dragon play was actually not too bad. I was not expecting that. It was able to help him out there actually by stopping the Torrential Tribute. I know the guy who's on the right, I know if he watches this, he's going to be pissed off. But if I say anything, but he sure does like to shuffle his hand a lot. And Graveyard. I know a lot of you guys complain like when people do that. It's just a habit, but it's kind of funny just to be able to watch him do it. And I'm like, yeah, you kind of do that a lot. And there's a Ghost Ogre. But they never have one Diagram. They always have more than one Diagram. So you always got to remember that. It's like a funny story. I think one of my friends was at the YCS or somewhere else, and the guy literally had 3 Diagrams in a row and no answer for the 3rd Diagram. So it's just kind of like a funny meme at this point. Desires, banishing 10. That 2 draws right then and there. And let's see, I think he ended up picking up a Dynamite Knuckle. And maybe a Masterpiece in hand. He's going to pop Masterpiece for a search. Interesting. Going to grab Heritage. I'm pretty sure this is the one that lets you draw a card for every true Draco card that was destroyed during the turn, or something along the lines of that. There's that draw right there for the destruction of Masterpiece, and allows an additional tribute summon, going for Dynamite Knuckle, and then he'll resolve Pot of Desires. Or not Pot of Desires. I'm saying I'm all over the place there. I don't know what's going on with me. Resolving Pot of Duality, adding that Torrential Tribute. Next turn, Dynamite Knuckle could come in handy quite a bit, because he can grab himself a search of a trap card, but His spell and trap zone is completely filled up, so he won't be able to get any real threats. There's MST. So maybe it's not that big of a deal now that he has a free space. He can grab, like, Revival of the True King and revive the Masterpiece out of grave. Pose an additional problem, even though he couldn't use Masterpiece's effect because he has to be a tribute summon monster in order to activate the effect to banish a continuous spell trap to destroy a card on the field, or on the other side. I'm not entirely sure. And then he's going to put it to attack position this turn. Masterpiece at this point is just a beat stick. Popping off his own torrential tribute again for the Mariame. Getting rid of that torrential. Interesting. I think that's like the second time we've seen him get rid of that torrential here this entire match now that we're in game 3. Resolving a terraforming, grabbing another Dragonic diagram. Some builds, in order to abuse the diagram more than, you know, should be allowed. Some builds I play like a small rank 4 engine. I think it might be with like a zoo engine that ends up playing it this way, because I've never personally seen, you know, well, I know my friend Adam has played the deck this way before, but I haven't really watched him play, you know, to do the whole 4 Strix play, and it looks like he's just popping off really hard right now. Double Dynamite Knuckle, hitting the set Alistair, and it's going to be game over from there anyways. Top decking a Chalice won't do him too much, other than make him lose faster because he can get 400 attack to one of his opponent's monsters. But you can see there, True Draco Demise doing what it does best, drawing a lot of cards, summoning powerful boss monsters, and setting lots of traps. Not much else to say, but as I was saying, the 4 Strix play with Zephyros, adding Zephyros, destroying Zephyros in hand with a diagram, and then using Zephyros Engraved to bounce the diagram back to your hand, and then replay diagram and destroy maybe even the Zephyros again on your side of the field to get another search. Very, very innovative play. I do like that, but yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Again, I apologize for my iffy commentary. I don't know. Hopefully I did an adequate enough job for today. So if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like. And let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, I'm Kill signing out. We'll see you in the next one.